Oh, happy hump day, everybody. Welcome to another great edition of Cocktails with Cav. We bring the indie creator meet and greets to you. And look, by all means, please follow us, share the stream so more people can get to know these incredible indie authors, entertainers, and artists. It's been a heck of a week. I tell you what, it's even finally starting to get a little chilly here in New Orleans. We thought we were going to be spending Thanksgiving in short pants. Heck, we might still be. We were looking at hurricanes in the Caribbean last week. Again, still. I don't understand what's going on. Geez. Well, look, tonight's show brought to you by our great friends again at Run Amok Books. They're an incredible indie publisher, and they love to let creators maintain their freedom, but they're not afraid to take chances, and they're looking for even controversial topics and new works. And look, give them a shot. Check out their website. The link will be in the description for you. They give that indie creator the little bit of help we all know we love and need, helping get publicity and going to market with your product. So check them out. Run Amok Books. Their link will be in the description. All right, well, enough of all of that, ladies and gentlemen. Please help me welcome to the stage the incredible supernatural author from the UK, Martin J. Best. Oh, how are you, Martin? I am so glad we could finally have you on the show, my friend. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, George. It's a pleasure to be here.
Where are you coming to us exactly from today, man? I'm excited. I'm always excited when I have my European creators on, man. You guys are a lovely crowd.
Well, it's good of you to say so. Well, I'm in Torquay on the English Riviera in the UK, in the county of Devon.
It sounds like beautiful country.
Yeah, when it's not raining, it's fantastic.
Right. Well, we're joining you. We're joining you today here on the beautiful Gulf Coast of the United States with a little rain here in New Orleans. So we're in solidarity, buddy. In solidarity.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Well, man, I tell you what, we love to get the audience, of course, to get to know the creators of these wonderful works. And man, so by all means, please give us a little background, Martin, and tell us how you got into creating these two incredible works we're going to be talking about in a few minutes, and your childhood traumas, whatever you want to get into, buddy. I'm here for you. I have my cocktail ready.
Good man. Well, as you probably gathered, my books are basically more or less supernatural stories, and I grew up in an actively haunted house, which is what sparked my interest in the paranormal.
I would imagine that would do it, right?
Yeah.
Any good ghost stories out of those houses?
Yeah, certainly. I've seen a full-bodied apparition before I was 12 years old. Things used to move around in our house. Yes, it was quite an experience growing up, certainly.
Oh, jeez. Well, I have to ask, because I think we always do. Did y'all get out, or you just stayed? I mean, because I know I'm running.
Well, I think my mother would have cheerfully moved house very quickly, but my father, who, well, at least at the time, denied having had any experiences at all, refused to believe any of it was happening, and we lived there for 12 years.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
So, well, I could definitely see it sparking an interest in writing in the genre of supernatural, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, say my older sister became very interested in witchcraft because of it,
Wow.
and I think to an extent, trying to explain what had happened, became very interested in the paranormal.
Man, I tell you what, that is phenomenal, and I know your work is just. I tell you what, I I was really intrigued, wanted to have you on, and I know you did actually. Our good friend Michelle Cobbett from the UK did a fantastic review of your work, and just it's one of those things where you want to get your work out there, and she does a wonderful job of it. I know over on let me see if I can pull her up, just because she's she always does a wonderful job and has uh great authors on Cobbett's books in the UK. So everybody go check that out. But yeah, why don't you tell us about how you got into that with getting your review and beginning to pump it hard on X,
Well, no, I've been sort of friends with Michelle for a considerable while, sort of via Twitter and other social media. And as you rightly say, she's been a strong supporter of independent authors for many years. And she really is a force to be reckoned with, sort of looking after us in that respect. And she runs a Book of the Month competition. And I was lucky enough to win it, I think, back in August with the Baby Farmer's Ghost. And she read and reviewed it, and that's the book you're mentioning.
Yeah, that's the first, and you actually have two in this series, right? The Baby Farmer's Ghost and
Hunter and Allen Paranormal Investigators. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, we're definitely going to talk about those in a few minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gotten a chance to know Martin, just a great guy to interact with on X, and of course his screen name will be linked in the description of the show for you. So really go give him a follow on X. But also, yeah, please, by all means, check out his great website at Martin's Best and martinjbest.com. You'll be able to get some great links on that. So yeah, but by all means, what are you into now, and what's inspiring your writing, and well, of course, the hard part of being an indie creator, right? Marketing.
Oh yes, yeah, that's the eternal struggle. Yeah,
even more eternal than the supernatural beings in your old house, right?
Yeah, in its way. Yeah, I mean, when I was first starting out with the writing on a serious level, I don't think I had any appreciation of just how much effort actually went into promoting and marketing. I think it really takes, well, I think it probably takes every new author completely by surprise. You probably spend more time and certainly money in promoting your books than you do writing them.
Oh, that is absolutely true. And but I tell you, having been lucky enough to interview authors from all over the world, the indie craft is very, very full of heart and soul. And for me, at some point, I think all the effort that needs to be put into getting your work out in front of people just makes you, as an author, closer to your work and closer to the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, certainly. I know that there's a huge sense of reward when you think that people are actually reading what you have written. I think there is a terrific sense of achievement with that.
Right. And do you do any, one of the reasons, and we always say it for our show, Cocktails with Cav, bringing the author meet and greet to you, I'm a huge fan of those in-person gatherings for authors and readers. Do you do some of those in your local area there, or? across the UK?
I haven't so far, certainly not on a large scale. I do from time to time meet other people who have read my work, but not on a very large scale. Not as yet, anyway.
Right, right. Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully, a lot of people discover your work, Martin, through this show. Because, like I said, a huge fan of Cobbett's literary rides and the authors she tends to review and recommend. And I just really, really hope more people discover these indie creator works. Because it's an experience getting out there.
Certainly, yeah. I think there's an awful lot of underrated indie authors out there that
Well,
people.
I find that I do, and we deal a lot. We talk a lot about legacy publishing, and the big five or whatever, and the gatekeepers, as it were, right? And indie creation, just like I said, full of heart and soul, and new, fresh voices, not canned.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yes, yeah. We tend not to work to a formula. We're not following fashion necessarily. And yeah, there's some terrific talent out there.
oh, absolutely. Yeah. You mean you're not working on your latest teenage bikini romance that's selling hot this month?
No, not this year.
Not this year, right? Oh, well, Martin, I tell you what, I need to go refill my cocktail. When we get back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about Martin's incredible 2 books in his series, and it's just the great supernaturals. And so, yeah, stick around, Martin. We'll talk about get into your 2 books when we get back.
Thank you so much.
Okay, everybody, got to pay those bills. Quick mid-roll break real fast. Look, as an Amazon affiliate, I only advertise products I truly believe in, and I wanted to give everyone a heads up on this incredible product that I use myself, especially when traveling. You cannot go wrong with the Camrui Mini Desktop PC. With 16 gigs DDR4 RAM, as well as a 512 gig hard drive, it's as powerful as the big, huge desktop I have at home in my office. And when I'm traveling, look, you can see it fits in the palm of your hand. It's so easy to travel with. With its multiple HDMI ports, I just simply plug it into the TV in my RV or hotel room, and I have as much computing power as I need to even produce my Cocktails with Cav show on the road. So if you're in the market for a PC, please check out our affiliate link in the description. It is so incredibly inexpensive, you're not going to believe it. So do yourself a favor, go click that affiliate link and check it out. You'll be glad you did. Oh, Martin, thanks so much for hanging in with me, bud. I hope you got as wonderful of a cocktail as I do. I have to day drink when I have my UK guests on,
Yeah, it must be a challenge, I'm sure.
Oh, it's they have to twist my arm. But as we were talking about before the break, Martin, you have your incredible Carolyn Hunter stories, your 2 books, and you had your Cobbett's Literary Rides reviews with them that went really well. But by all means, please, get the audience to know your great books, and starting, of course, with your first, The Baby Farmer's Ghost.
Well, the books are set in and around my hometown of Torquay, which, for the information, was voted the town most likely to see a ghost in the UK.
Oh, why is that?
Well, we have an awful lot of history to start with. Whether we're as a population more disposed to seeing ghosts, I don't know. I dread to think.
Is there a lot of pubs where you're from, Martin?
I couldn't possibly comment. Yeah. There's an awful lot of people use them, that's for sure. As I say, set in and around Torquay. For those who are curious, a baby farmer was in fact a real thing in Victorian times. It was a woman, normally middle-aged to slightly older, who would take in illegitimate children and look after them for a fee, which in principle sounds all right, but an awful lot of them were fairly corrupt in practice and would often mistreat or abuse the children, and in some cases would even kill the children or be paid to kill the children.
Wow.
And Torquay again has one of the most notorious of these Victorian baby farmers who lived not a mile from where I live now, a lady called Charlotte Windsor, who was arrested for murdering a baby in the Victorian era. And the baby farmer's ghost is based on her, basically. Although she's not alleged to haunt, this is the imagining of what she would be like if she did.
Ah. That is an incredible backstory. Oh, geez, and Pete. So what? Give us a little tidbit of the plot of the book.
Well, it's basically about a family who moves to the area, and they move into what they believe is going to be their dream home, only to discover that it's been built on where Charlotte Windsor, not that she's called that in the book, used to live. And without giving too much away, they discover that they are not alone.
That's right. Without giving too much away, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, because we have to support our indie creators and buy this incredible story. That is
absolutely.
That is a fantastic backstory, though. I don't think, as a student of history, I don't think I've ever really heard that part of UK history with the baby farming, and that's just an incredible backstory.
Yeah, it's so it was literally rife in Victorian times. It was, say, whether it spread to sort of Victorian America, I don't know, but in the UK it was actually quite commonplace.
Wow. But that's fantastic. Well, then you went on to your second book in the series, Hunter and Allen, the Paranormal Investigators. How'd you make that transition, and give us a little tidbit about this great second book in the series?
Well, the main character in the series is Carolyn Hunter, who, again, without giving too much away, her entire family are involved in ghost hunting. And the Allen part of Hunter and Allen is Frankie Allen, who is the daughter of the family who moved into the house in the original story. And she becomes very interested in the ghost hunting and joins Carolyn into the second adventure, where they both go to the same school, and they're approached by two of their schoolmates whose father has recently passed away, and they're starting to experience paranormal activity in their family home, and they're wondering if they're being haunted by their father. And again, without telling the story, nothing is quite what it seems.
I had one of those latching on entities, did they?
Well, they might do, or it might not be an entity at all, but
that's right. Well, we're gonna have to definitely get the book and finish it out. That's for sure. Well, do you have any? I'll tell you what. It's just that I love the tales, and like I said, Michelle Cobbett had given you a great review. So, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely recommend checking out Martin's two books. That's for sure. Do you have any little scoop for Cocktails with Cav? Anything next in the pipeline?
Well, yes, the third Carolyn Hunter story is underway. Working title: Children of the Gods. and will hopefully be out within the next 12 months for certain. There are certain other seismic changes underway at the moment, which I can tell you about if you're interested.
Oh, absolutely. Well, like I said, we always love a scoop here on Cocktails
Yep.
with Cav.
Well, I have recently actually signed a traditional publishing deal, and my previous series of books, the Ghost Hunter series, will be traditionally published starting from May next year with Lunar Eden Publishing. And they will.
So you did get you a traditional deal with Luna Eden, and every indie's dream to have some help. Is that what we're saying?
Well, yes, it was no one more surprised than me in actual fact, because it was the first time I'd ever pitched a book.
Right.
Yeah, because say after a decade of independent publishing myself, on the strength of Michelle's Book of the Month win with the Baby Farmer, I pitched that one to Lunar Eden, and they agreed to pick it up, which will be far later in 2025. And say on the strength of that, Lunar Eden have agreed to take my entire catalogue.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, congratulations there, Martin. And I'll tell you what, I'll have to once again, not that we're truly plugging or anything like it was a paid sponsor or something, but no, like you said, I've known Michelle for a long time, and just the wonderful work she does review. And so ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't had a chance to check out Cobbett's Literary Rides, yeah, I would recommend doing so too, because like you said, so coming off the strength of her review, you pitched it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
got your traditional deal, huh?
Yeah. Well, it gave me the confidence boost I needed to actually do something with it, which I did.
Oh, well, fantastic. I tell you what, that's one of those it's going to be a rags to riches story, Martin.
Well, yeah, we'll wait and see on that one, George. Yeah,
right. As all great indie creators do, wait and see.
Yeah. Cautiously optimistic.
Yes. Well, I tell you what, Martin, I am so glad you had time out of your busy indie creator schedule to come on the Cocktails with Cav show. I was intrigued with your work and wanted to make sure, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you haven't gotten a chance to know Martin on X, give him a follow. His screen name will be in the description of the show for you. And by all means, please check out his website, follow his work, martinjbest.com. That link will also be in the description for you. And by all means, get on those links and purchase those books and support these incredible indie creators.
I was carried away by your moving speech there.
Well, that's fantastic, buddy. That's what I'm here for. I'm just a humble vessel. No, but no, Martin, I really do appreciate you taking the time to come on, bud, and I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on your new traditional deal with Luna Eden, and we definitely look forward to the third book in your series. So,
no, thank you so much for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
All right, Martin, from New Orleans and the UK, thanks so much, bud. Cheers.
You're a very good elf.